Hey, what's up, Anyo? Welcome to another episode of Emily Got Dressed to Do One Thing Today. Anyway, I feel like I film in my car literally all the time, but I got some very exciting news, and I've been waiting, hoping to figure out if I would find out the answer to it before I posted a video, because I just kind of wanted to do like a basic update with how everything is going, how my TEFL is, Korvia update stuff, finding a job in the meantime, all of those things. So I know this is a little late, but I have some exciting news, so I feel like it's worth it. And although I don't know everything that I wanted to update people on, I know some of it, so I figured I might as well like just do a basic thing or whatever. Plus the video I filmed to go up this week was just kind of like meh. I didn't really like it, so we're gonna do this instead. So I'm at the mall again, but I realized that my phone for some reason disconnected one of my email accounts from my like app, Gmail app, so I wasn't getting notifications, and I don't check my one of my emails very often just because I don't really use it for anything except for my TEFL program. So I reconnected it so that I could like pull up an order or something, whatever thingy that I had to pick up. But I saw that I had like 4 new emails, and I'm like, oh boy, what is it? Turns out I submitted my final. They got it, so that's good. At least I wasn't like waiting for no reason when they like hadn't gotten it. Someone just yelled. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, they got it. They emailed me back my evaluation or whatever. Got a B+ on my final, and then I looked at the next email, and they are gonna send me my TEFL certificate. So I'm officially done with TEFL. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So that's all done. Basically the only thing I have left to do is finish up all of my Korvia stuff, and I have a little update about that too. So anyway, my Korvia update, I submitted my application. I decided to also submit a cover letter with my application. It's not required, but I figured it couldn't hurt. So I submitted my resume. It was 2 pages, although sometimes they say you're really only supposed to have 1, but I had a lot of information, and I figured if they don't like it, they don't like it. This is what I want to show them. So I sent them my resume. It was 2 pages. I sent them a cover letter. That was 1 page, basic format of a cover letter as well. And then I sent them the passport style picture, although I hate my passport picture, so I just took a different picture and like sized it so that it was the right size. And then I filled in all the other information. If you look at the Korvia application, you can totally understand what I'm talking about. There is one part where they say to like list any preferences, and basically I indicated that I was interested in the general EPIC program. I'm also interested in the EPIC Soul program. So those are just EPIC in general I'm interested in, and then within EPIC I'm interested in their Soul teaching region program. And then I also indicated that I would be willing to work at pretty much any public school. I don't want to work at a private school because most of the time those are a little more international, and I'd really like to work with Korean students. And then private schools also encompass Hakwings, which are those after school schools, and they have different hours. It's a different structure. I can go into more detail about the differences between the 2 kinds of schools eventually, but basically that's just what I indicated. So basically in that portion, you can also list other preferences for your salary, location, pretty much anything else that you want to tell them that you want to be specific about looking for. I was pretty easygoing. I don't really care as long as I'm working in a public school with generally Korean students. I mean, I didn't put that down, I just said public school. I also don't have an age preference. I think it'd be really interesting to teach pretty much any age, and the only age I would be hesitant to teach would be like preschool age, but they don't offer like positions for preschool age kids, so I really don't have to worry about that. So besides that, I'm pretty easy. Like, doesn't really matter who I teach. I also don't really care where I'm teaching. I'd like to be teaching in Seoul. However, the only other like metropolitan place I could be teaching would be Busan. But like I mentioned in an earlier video, I can't teach there because I don't have the in-class component of the TEFL, and the that region, their education office requires that you have the in-class portion of it. So I wouldn't be eligible for it anyway, so I pretty much just said like any metropolitan area, but I'd prefer Seoul. I also said that I'd be like more comfortable living in an apartment that was already kind of like designated for a teacher rather than having to find my own, just because like that's a hassle. But I also mentioned that all of these were pretty much negotiable, and they're all just like exactly what they say they are. They're all preferences. So anyway, I submitted that, and pretty much the next day, because I submitted it in the evening for me, and so overnight for me, they looked at it, and I got a response from the office saying they want to set up a interview. So I have a Skype interview on Thursday night at 7:50, which is 9:50 a.m. for them. And so I'm just getting ready for that. They had me fill out a general questionnaire about some of the details of what you'll end up putting on an EPIC program application. And so that was it was pretty basic. And it was pretty much like questions you would see on like a job application or something like that, like health history questions as well, just because like you're going overseas. So I basically did all of that, filled out this questionnaire that they wanted me to fill out, which was basic like health history because you're going out of the country, like general questions, I guess. I don't know. It seemed pretty basic to me. So I did that right away. They said I needed to do it before the interview, so I just did it right away. So that's on Thursday night, and then I've also started to get together all of the different documents and pieces of kind of like my application for EPIC. So if Korvia's like, not really feeling you, Emily, I'm gonna be like, you're a loss. And I'll just apply to EPIC on my own, because you don't have to apply through a recruitment program. You can just apply by yourself. Although I would really appreciate the kind of guidance that Korvia can give you, just because they seem to be like, I don't know, really helpful. And I've started filling out some of the different forms that you have to submit with your application. They have a form that basically says that like you just have to like document your tattoos. So I have a tattoo on my side, and basically what I have to do is like sign I don't know, like a contract, I guess. I haven't really looked at it that hard, but I basically have to sign saying that like I won't get any more tattoos, and any of my tattoos that I have won't be visible when I'm teaching, and I like promise to keep them hidden. And I mean, like, for me that's really not that hard, because I don't show my tattoo anyway, because it's on like my rib cage, and it's not like I'm walking around with like a shirt that like shows my like upper rib cage or anything like that. So I'm really not worried about that. And I'm not planning on getting any more tattoos anytime soon. So not a personal thing that I have to worry about. However, some people may feel like really uncomfortable with that. But for me, it's like the same thing as like Disneyland doesn't let you have like colored hair or extra piercings or visible tattoos. So I don't know, if you want to work for Disneyland, like I guess it's the same thing. You can work at Disneyland or South Korea being an English teacher. Options. So I have all of that going on, getting all of that ready, really excited. Soon I will have to go get my fingerprints done so I can get my background check done. FBI background checks are only valid for 6 months. And if I'm wanting to leave, like, I basically have to like plan for like September 1st. So I can't do anything that expires 6 months, like before September, you know what I mean? So I need to get that stuff ready. I basically just want to get everything prepared as much as I can so that when I'm approved for things and I start applying for things, I don't really have to scramble for anything. Everything's already in the works. I already have stuff compiled. That's basically what I'm doing right now. So yeah, feeling really good about that. Hopefully the interview goes well. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So I say so much. Lastly, I interviewed for a couple different positions at my public library. Really excited to hear back about those. I'm not necessarily sure how they're going to work out, just because I am hoping to be leaving in August, and these positions are a little more long-term than that. However, I felt really great in the interviews, really loved the people that work there and that I interviewed with, and I totally love the job that I last interviewed for it. But I'll let you guys know about that soon. There's a little kid that I just made eye contact with in my side mirror. It was kind of funny. All of the different kind of moves I'm making, and basically just general how things have progressed since the last time I talked about it. So that's pretty much it. If I don't get this up when I want to, then I suck, but I'll add any more information I get after that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go home now. I'm super hungry. Yeah. Okay, so I will let you guys know how everything goes. If you want to keep updated on the most recent stuff I'm doing, any more videos, hopefully I'll have something really fun. I'd like to do something adventurous and stuff with some friends, so we'll see if that works out. But basically, if you just kind of want to keep up to date and get notifications on when I post, because it's not necessarily as regular as I'd like to be, you can like and subscribe to my channel, and you'll get notifications on whenever I upload videos. I'm trying to get a little more comfortable, so hopefully I'll be funnier soon. But okay, so weather's great. Get outside if you can. Anyway, I'm gonna go see if my sister wants to do anything. Bye! So, really quick update, literally right before I'm about to upload my video for this week, I got the job at the library. Woo! So, I got a position at the reference desk at my public library. I'm really excited. It involves... So the position at the library involves some programming. So basically I get to come up with ideas for panels, workshops, kids' day activities, pretty much anything, speakers, for the community to come in and enjoy. So I'm really excited. I already have a bunch of ideas. I called Starbucks because I was supposed to have an interview with them this afternoon, but the times, the shifts they were trying to fill were pretty much shifts that I didn't really think I would be available for. My thought process was, if the shifts they were trying to fill were before the library opened or after the library closed, I could potentially still interview for them, but I just didn't want any kind of time conflicts, because that can get really complicated and messy, and I just wasn't trying to do that to either, wasn't trying to do that. So, I still have my Korvia interview this evening. My dad has a meeting, so Matt and I are thinking of maybe agave for dinner, because it just opened. It literally hasn't been open the entire time I've been home, and agave was probably my favorite restaurant in Oberlin, and they just reopened a couple days ago, so I'm really excited. Today's just a good day, man. Oh, yes. So, I'm gonna do that. I made fried rice last night, so I'm gonna eat that for lunch, and I have a sparkling water, so that's even better. Today could not get any better. This is awesome. Positive thoughts. This is great. Yeah. Okay, so also I haven't really been vlogging this week, just because I've been so busy with scheduling interviews and finishing up all of the stuff I need for my TEFL and getting all my documents ready for my Epic application. So I haven't really been vlogging at all really this week, except for like a few times. So I'm just gonna do the thing I did when I first started my channel, where I did like a bunch of really short videos at the end of the one video for the week, and I hope you guys had a great week. Bye.